What up, y'all? Who is Snoop here? Welcome to my YouTube channel. So excited to show you guys my newest salon suite, Remedy Fayetteville. So we're out here in Fayetteville, Georgia. One of the reasons why I was so excited about this location is because, number one, it was already broken up into rooms. So if you can find something that used to be a doctor's office, a dentist's office, or something like that, that already has a bunch of rooms, that is definitely going to save you a lot of time and money. And so we'll go a little bit more into detail about that as we step inside with me, and I'll show you guys some more things once we get in. All right, so this area right here, our very front area, is just going to be our receptionist area. So we've got some of our furniture has started coming in that we'll have put together this week, but we got our receptionist desk, which is basically going to be right here. So this will be our receptionist desk with a little chair behind it. We've got our waterfall. So all of my spots, all of my businesses that have been successful, got to have that waterfall right there by the door, because guess what that does? It cleanses energy as people walk in. Look, it may sound superstitious, but it's helped me. So right in front of me is where we're actually going to have just like a little small couch right there. Very, very small receptionist area. So if you guys have been following my YouTube and my videos for quite some time, one thing that you'll notice that I always say, you don't need a really big receptionist area. You don't need a lot of seating, because what you're doing is you're renovating out suites for business owners. So when the individuals, their clients come in, they should be going straight to their suites and not necessarily sitting around in common areas. So definitely keep that in mind. We will also put some of our general, like our paintings, as you guys see in a lot of my spots, we do the pictures of different hairstyles and beauty things. So we'll have some of those up here in this receptionist area as well. All right, so today, my carpenter, he's actually working on getting our doors switched out. So this space came with these really nice wooden doors that we're actually going to try to sell. So look, if anybody needs some doors, y'all make sure y'all holler at me. We got these things on Facebook Marketplace. We don't want to have to just throw these doors away. We're actually going to try to sell them and get rid of them, because they are really, really nice doors. But for salon suites, the tenants really appreciate these doors that have these single glass panels. Really gives it that nice salon feel. So that's one of the things that we're working on today. Now we're actually going to be doing this location in 2 different phases. And so what I mean by 2 different phases, number one, we're not changing a whole lot in the first phase, because we want to be able to get our business license very quickly. They actually should be calling me on Monday or Tuesday for me to come pick up my business license. Now, if you know, like I know, that business license means that you can go ahead and open. Now, there are some other things that I wanted to have done, but they would have required me to have plans and things of that nature. And whenever you have to submit architectural plans, you're looking at like an extra month for you know, that process. So we wanted to, you know, omit that. But in our second phase, this area right here that you see that's very open, we're going to actually put a wall here, put a door here, and then this right here is actually going to be another suite. So when you have a space, you want to make sure that you utilize as much of your space as possible. There's no reason for me to keep this space open. There's no reason for me to put furniture here, because once again, when their clients come in, they should be going straight to their suites. All right. So this is another suite that we have here. So we're actually going to fill this area in here, so that these are just 2 separate suites. All right. And then tomorrow we've got our tile guys starting. So all of this carpet is coming up, and we're going to put ceramic tile down here. The ceramic tile that I chose is only 59 cents a square foot. Looking at replacing about 1,600 square feet with tile. So last week what we did, I had 3 of my tile guys come out to give me quotes. So one of the things that people are always asking me is, how do you find you know, your subcontractors, or how do you find your general contractors? So number one, I have been renovating businesses and homes probably for the past ever since I moved to Atlanta, so for the past 16 years. And so one thing that you want to make sure that you do is you want to make sure that you keep good connections with people that do good work for you. So one of my carpenters that you guys will meet today, you guys have seen him in several of my videos. He even did my very first Escobar location. Just always had a really, really good relationship with him. He's a little bit more expensive than I would like him to be, but however, when people do good work, you don't mind paying a little bit above what you would normally pay. I know he's going to be here. I know I don't have to babysit him, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to be done when he says that he's going to be done. So this is a relationship that I've kept up for more than 8 years now. And so he has probably worked on every single business that I have had. Now, if you don't have relationships like that, and you're looking for somebody new, what I like to do, number one, so in every neighborhood that you live in, there's something called the Nextdoor app. Okay, so with that Nextdoor app, generally you have people that live in a neighborhood. They're giving people advice. They're telling people where they should go eat at, how much they love living in the neighborhood or how much they detest living in the neighborhood. But also on there, you always find people, especially in my neighborhood, because I live in a neighborhood of a lot of homes, where people are always looking for people to do work for them. So a lot of times if I'm looking for a new contact, I'll go on there. All right. I also will go on Craigslist. You know, Craigslist is still a really, really good source to be able to find workers. So, for example, I was looking for a tile guy last week. I had my painter, his people do tiles, so they came out, they quoted the job. Then I found 2 people on Craigslist. They came out, and then another guy that I've used at some of my other facilities, he came out as well. A lot of people use Angie's List. There's a lot of different sources online, but one of the most important things that you want to do is make sure that you get 3 or 4 quotes before you move on, especially if you've never done anything like this before. You really don't know what the prices should be. So somebody like me, I already kind of have a roundabout idea of how much things should cost because this is not my first time at the rodeo. And so that's why I recommend a lot of people taking my salon suite course, because that is going to help you determine what prices should be, how you find good workers. And then we also have a free Facebook group that you can jump into. And in that Facebook group, we're answering questions daily. We've got people just like yourself that are looking to open up salon suites, and they're in there every day getting advice and giving advice. It's such a great group for knowledge, you know what I mean, and where people are sharing their expertise. All right, so like I said, we've got the towel that's being started tomorrow, so I'm super, super excited about that. Y'all, I just left Home Depot, put my towel order in. And another thing that's different about this project, I'm a little bit more hands-on with this project than I generally am. And it's because the last 2 projects, number one, they took so much longer than they should have. I spent probably $40,000 more than I should have. So I said, you know what? I got a little bit more time on my hands. I'm going to do this one myself. This is an easy project. I can actually do this project in 3 weeks if I just be a little bit more involved. And so that's why you guys are seeing me more on the project a little bit more this time. And I'm actually really, really enjoying it as well. So like I was saying, we're going to cover up that window. This is going to be one suite here. In our second phase, we're going to do another suite there. This suite already had the tile, and it was funny because when Sparkle, who's been working with me for years, she's actually doing her own Remedy franchise in Chicago. So she's been here working part-time, helping me out. And she was like, oh, okay, well, I thought that first room, I thought that was going to be a suite because that was big and that this would be the receptionist area. And I'm like, you know what? I could have done that, but I already got it in my head how we gonna do this. So this is another suite right here. This window will be covered up. Now this suite will actually be priced a little bit more than some of the other suites because they have their own door. So this suite, they've got private access and private entry to their suite. So they're gonna have to pay for that, of course, all right? Now, most of the suites on this side of the building have windows. This is not one of the suites that does, but when you're looking for a location, that's something that is really, really big. If you've got a location that's got a lot of windows, especially windows to the outside where they've got natural sunlight coming in, that is really, really going to be beneficial, and that will allow you to be able to charge more for those suites, all right? So As you see over here, this is one of them. This is also one of the suites that we're going to put one of those walls in that divide it. It won't go all the way up to the top. And so there's a couple of reasons why we do that, why we put those little small walls in there that don't go all the way up to the top to split our suites up. Number one, when it comes to the AC, we don't have to go back in there and put more AC in other rooms. If we don't go all the way up to the top, that one outlet of AC will still provide AC to both of those rooms. So that's one of the main reasons why we don't do it, okay? But also it's gonna limit who you can rent those suites to. So like if you've got like a lash tech, you know, or an esthetician or somebody like that that needs something a little bit more private, then they would want one of those type of suites. But believe you me, there's something for everybody. So keep that in mind. Also, let's step into this suite right here. So my plumber is actually starting tomorrow. And what we're going to be doing is we'll be taking this bowl out right here, and we'll be putting a shampoo bowl in this room. So this is going to be one of our rooms that's going to end up being 2 rooms as well, right? And so this is a pretty nice size room. So this will end up being 2 rooms as well. This is going to come out. It's already got our plumbing connection, so that was why we didn't really have to do plans for that to happen. We're just going to take this out. We're actually going to demo all of this right here. We'll leave the cabinets here so that they can have this for their overhead space to put their shampoo and conditioner and different things of that nature. But then right down here is where we will actually have our shampoo bowl at. So this room will come with their own shampoo bowl and their own dryer. If you're going to put a shampoo bowl in there, you might as well go ahead and spend an extra $300 and add them a dryer in there. And then this is a suite that has everything right inside of it. So some of my suites, I've got spots where there's just a common area where there's got, you know, the wash bowls and the dryers back there. And then I've got some of my salon suites. All of them still have a common area, but some of them have the actual equipment inside their rooms as well. Of course, if you put the equipment in their rooms, then that's more than you can charge more for those actual suites as well. All right, so this is another suite right here. This is going to be a perfect size suite. It's got its own windows, and it will go very, very quickly. We'll actually do another video as Sparkle is doing some pre-leasing tours so that you guys can see some of the reactions of some of our potential tenants when they come in, all right? Now this is a pretty nice size suite over here. I'm actually going to leave it, you know, pretty large. You do have some people who want larger suites. They've got a lot of business. And this one, so this one right here, it's got a restroom right inside. All right. So that's not totally needed. We already have 2 restrooms in here. So what we're going to do is very similar to what we're doing with the other one. We're going to take the toilet out. We're going to take the sink out, and we'll put the wash bowl, the shampoo bowl in here, as well as a dryer. And they'll have that right here in their own individual suite. So that'll be very clutch. It's a really nice size suite. It's got 3 large windows in here. This suite is going to sell really, really well. And so these are the things that you want to think about when you are renovating your suites. So like I was saying, all of these bolts and walls and all of these things were already here. So this allows me to be able to get open very, very quickly. One thing you want to look at that. And then you want to look at the flooring as well, because when it comes to the flooring, if you have to put down or redo the floor on like a 4,000 square foot spot or a 3,000 square foot spot, that's probably going to cost you probably anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 depending upon what you want to put down. So flooring is another way that you can truly save some money if you get something that already has the flooring down. All right, so this is going to be our common area we're going to put 2 wash bowls back here. So our wash bowls are going to be over here in this area. Our dryers are most likely going to be right here in this area. And then I'm probably going to put 1 station somewhere in here for a nail tech. So we'll have 1 station in here for the nail tech. Our washer and dryer will go right here. and we'll have some type of, probably just like one little portable area for the pedicures. In my very first salon suite, I did this whole just beautiful thing that had 4 pedicure bowls and all of that. But we don't really get a whole bunch of nail techs. We may get 1 or 2 nail techs per location. So that's one of the things as you go on and you do more and more of these, you learn what's needed and what you actually need to put into the salon suite and what you can get away with not putting in so that you aren't wasting money. This is just going to be a really small closet here. We'll end up putting some shelving in here and they can kind of keep some of the towels and cleaning, materials we're going here. Now, this right here looks like it's a really small closet, but guess what? This is actually going to be a suite. We've got some suites that are around this size downtown. You've got people who do makeup, some people that are just braiders, and we may charge $150 a week, for this suite, and it will actually sell. So trust me, some of the tips that you guys can pick up, because I know some of you guys probably would have looked at that and thought to yourself, oh wow, this is so small, I can't do anything with this, I'll just make it a closet. No, you want to utilize your space as much as possible. All right, this is a really nice size room as well. I'm actually thinking about turning this into 2 suites, but I've got to talk to my carpenter and see, because as you see, the wall goes right here. So not sure where we would actually do our second door. We may have to kind of bring the wall out, have a door here, and kind of do something a little bit different. So this is going to be one that we may have to be just a little bit more creative in order to get 2 suites out of that room. All right. This is another room as well that we're going to actually cut a little half wall in here, and this will be 2 suites right here. We already had 2 handicap restrooms, so I just bought a little picture to go up in here. We're going to keep the mirrors just as they are, and then what we're actually going to do is just get like some little greenery, a little plant, put that here, and then bam, our restrooms are good to go. They've already got their handicap bars. Our sinks are already handicap accessible. They've got the coverings over the sinks. That one has fell off, so we'll just put that one back on there. But you want to have, all of those things covered, because like if somebody has to be in a wheelchair and they roll right up to it, you don't want them to be able to hurt their knees or anything like that in doing so. All right, this room right here is just where our hot water heater is, our mop sink. Most of these businesses will require you to have a mop sink in here. And so thankfully, all of this stuff was already here. It's in really good condition. You want to make sure that when you are getting a space, that the AC unit, the hot water heater is all in really good condition and fairly new. All right, so this is another space. This is just going to be 1 suite right here. It's pretty small. And if you notice, the suites, most of the suites that don't have windows, they're actually painted white because it makes them appear lighter. I really like this color that we use in our Remedy Salon Suites, but I'm learning that it actually dims them down a little bit if you don't have enough lighting. So we wanted to make sure that some of the suites that don't have that nice natural exterior lighting, that we paint those white so that they come off and they're really light and bright. All right, and then this is our last suite here. This one is actually going to end up being a double suite as well. So out of the suites that are currently here, we're going to end up making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are going to go from doubles to single suites. So I think at the end we'll end up having about 18 suites is what we'll end up having here. So hopefully you guys have learned something. Hopefully you guys have picked up some tips. And if any of you all are interested in opening up your salon suite business, make sure you head on over to www.salonsuitemastercourse.com. We actually have incorporated some payment plans to be able to pay for the course. We also have the Who is Snoop Inner Circle that just dropped yesterday. So the Who is Snoop Inner Circle It actually comes with credit repair. It comes with the course. It comes with Facebook access. It also comes with helping you get business funding, and it comes with a semi-annual dinner with me here in Atlanta. So Who is Snoop Inner Circle, that can also be found at that Salon Suite Master Course website. And one more thing for you guys, if you're interested in franchising, if you're looking to open up a Remedy Salon Suite in your area, make sure you go to our website at www.remedysalonsuite.com for more information. Till next time, y'all. Appreciate it. Yo, what's up, y'all? Snoop here, owner of Remedy Salon Suites. Most of you all know me for the restaurants that I own with Grammy Award-winning rapper 2 Chainz. However, the industry has worn me out, guys. When I tell you all, the restaurant industry will have you working 60 to 80 hours a week. There are so many things, so many employees to go behind, so many I's to dot, T's to cross, so much liability, so many things to do. And in that industry, you really just only walk home with about 25 to 30% of your profit. With that being said, I have been searching for something else to invest my income in that will provide me with a stream of passive income that would allow me to be able to travel more, spend more time with my daughter, and just stop exchanging time for money. And Lord and behold, I came across the salon suite industry. When I tell you guys, this is a perfect industry, because what it does is it merges two multi-billion-dollar industries. It merges the real estate industry and the beauty industry. And essentially what you are is a landlord to beauty professionals. When I tell you guys, it don't get much simpler than that. You don't have to have business experience, you don't have to have real estate experience, and you don't have to have experience in the beauty industry, as I did not have any experience in the beauty industry at all. So look, if you want to know how to get started, if you want to know how to maximize your time, be able to live the way that you want to live, and create a source of passive income for yourself, then go ahead and click the link below. I've also put together a free webinar for you so that you can check out what the salon suite industry is, because I know a lot of people are like, what exactly is a salon suite? Well, look, I'm going to tell you. So go ahead and click that link below so we can go ahead and get started learning. And I'll see you guys on the other side.